Hi, Denise Dryden from Whitefish, Montana, and I've got a crooked camera, so I've got to switch it just a little bit. So I'm outside today on a lovely November Sunday. We haven't had snow yet, it's been cold, but it's lovely out here. So I thought I would just sit on my rock. I'm on this big rock in the back. I can see it from when I'm doing my coaching. I've got a crow talking to me in the background. And I'm just amazed at how difficult it was last week to try to get this video going on how to align with another. And of course, I was totally out of alignment. You would have loved that. I was pushing and trying to make it happen and getting frustrated. And finally, I just threw up my arms and said, no, it's not going to happen. And, you know, it's beautiful that today, the Sunday after the election, when we have all these emotions going on, I get to talk about probably the most important part of the work that I do. And that is addressing the topic of alignment. And I wrote down, and this is on my website, it's on my Facebook, when we bring ourselves into alignment with another, our lessons are learned, our contracts are honored, and the transference of wisdom can occur between two souls, which means that magic happens. It means that we sort of surrender into who we are, and we step next to someone who's surrendering into who they are, whether they know it or not, and we allow some exchange of something that's really magical, really important, really crucial to happen. So this can happen, and you know, most of my focus, most of my work is, you know, how do we get the parent into alignment with the child? The child needs this, and the parent's bouncing all over the place, providing discipline and goals and structure and playing those things in their head that they did when they were growing up of, this is what mom does, this is what dad does, this is what I'm learning. And it was all sort of awkward. So the emphasis on my work has always been between the parent and the child. But I'm also noticing that this is in partnerships between lovers. It's in partnerships between workmates and coworkers, bosses and employees, athletes and coaches. It doesn't really matter what scenario it is, as long as we allow ourselves to go into alignment with another. So what does that mean, and what's the significance of it? Whether we know it or not, there are times when we have these protective layers that divide us from another person, whether it's an expectation, whether it's a belief, whether it's a view of competition, or I'm the mother, I need to win at this so that I set my firm boundaries. And I don't know that that really works anymore. And what I'm here to do today is to sort of slowly unpry, unlayer, uncoil this piece that we need to be large and in charge in order to have boundaries, in order to know who we are. And alignment doesn't happen that way. So first, and I've got my list here because this is so crucial. First, I think we have to be aware of whether or not we're being present, which is, am I in my body? Can I feel my lungs opening and closing with air? Can I actually be my best self right now? Everything starts with that. So when we get present, what does it look like? What does it feel like in your body? There's eye contact. There's active listening. I'm completely here. Talk to me. There's an open body posture. Oh, Melody, come on. You can watch it. She says she can't get on, so keep trying if you can't get on. This is fabulous that you all are here. Hi, Andre. Hi, Stuart. Hi, Rachel. So thank you. Eye contact, direct, active listening, and open body posture, which is like, here I am. I'm surrendering, and I'm present. And this is a skill. I mean, I participated in workshops, and with this skill, it's like, bring yourself present. How fast can you do that? And how deeply can you do that? Okay, I'm here. So first step is to get present. Second step is to empower yourself to allow the exchange. I'm willing to be vulnerable. I'm willing to surrender. I'm willing to explore something different than what I know. So allow yourself to have ownership I'm still in charge of this ship. I know where I'm going, but I don't necessarily need to know where it's going just right now. I surrender to what is going to happen. So it's self-ownership. I trust myself. I trust you. And it's the release of control. I have no idea what's going to happen in this exchange between the two of us. There she is. Hi, Melody. I have no idea, and I can't be in control of this. And we become receptive. We are able to receive. And when we can receive, and when we are receptive, we are honoring that feminine energy of presence, of acceptance, of being here. So when we have less control and we empower ourselves to be present, the third thing is we give ourselves permission to set the intention for something to happen. We have to give ourselves permission. I give myself permission for this to happen. I'm inviting you to come and join me in this conversation. I like that. Awesome. You know, and I wanted to explore that this actually is part of what we call consent. I give my deepest consent to enter into a dialogue with you, to enter into an activity with you, to sit and breathe with you, so that I can bring my body into alignment with you. Not in a codependent way, in a total self-ownership. I give my consent to be here. And I ask, do you give your consent to be here too? So this word of consent allows what wants to happen to show up. I give my consent to go wherever this takes me with you. Now, I know that that sounds really deep, but let's just put it through a scenario where we have a child who is kind of acting snarky, not very happy with what's going on with you and your decisions or your boundaries about a cell phone or about going out or about anything that happens. And let's just say that that child, and they're mad at you, and their ego is just throwing out stuff all the time. What you can do is just sit and breathe with them and let them know that you're here. It's tough. I know it's not something that you wanted to have happen. How can I be a support system for you while you adjust to this? And then we retain our power. We retain our beautiful energy of how we dance and parent and partner and collaborate with others. And we allow something to happen that didn't exist before. What wants to happen? So when we don't do this, we are invading another person's space. We're invading, we're trespassing, we're imposing. And none of that feels good from the other person when we say, I'm the parent, I'm the boss, I'm the spouse who gets to call this rule right now. That doesn't work, because what we do is we trample someone else's other emotions. So how does that pertain to today? You know, we have some tough things going on. We have some people that believe differently than we do. And we are a divided nation. We are divided in our families. We are divided in our communities. And so my call is to look at this in alignment tool today and find out, how do you present yourself as being open and willing to explore what wants to happen, and allow yourself to sort of not be attached to what happened in the past, not be attached to what you think is going to happen in the future, but to be present with another person and align with them. And when we are present and set the intention to align with another, we are bigger than ourselves. We are bigger than the other person. We are bigger than both of us together. And when we get to that place, then magic happens here. Growth happens here. Wisdom happens here. Change happens here. And we are able to fulfill those contracts that we know we're here on this earth at this time to do. So I guess I would leave you with the idea that you can be in reaction and control, or you can be in resonance. And you can be in resonance with another. And you can allow whatever wants to happen to happen. So if you're curious about this and you want to know more about how this works and how we can set this up, give me a call. Let's have a dialogue. No strings. Let's just have a dialogue about this kind of stuff. And you can find me on my website at DeniseDrydenCoaching.com. And I hope you have a fabulous day. And look around and see who you can align with. See who you can resonate with today. And see if it doesn't make things just a little bit easier.